Hello and welcome to a more in-depth look at probably the most important part of Adventure Mart, the cards. I'm Michael from Hub Games and I'm going to run you through the various card types that you'll find in the game. If you don't know yet, Adventure Mart is a deck building game where players become the managers of fantastical convenience stores, where they'll need to buy and sell goods, deal with adventurers, and attempt to make the most money over the course of 5 in-game days. First off, let's take a look at the stock cards. There are 2 types, basic and regular, and though they're pretty much the same, there are some minor differences between the two. For example, each player starts with the same set of 9 basic stock cards. These are the ones with the purple backgrounds, and you can separate the sets using these handy coloured shapes in the bottom corner. Meanwhile, regular stock cards have a blue background and no icon in the bottom left. All stock cards are laid out in the same way. In the top left corner, you'll find an icon showing what type of stock it fits into, either martial, magic, or exotic. The number in the coin in the top right corner is the amount of coins that you can sell it for to an adventurer. The stars at the top of the card represent the item's level of quality, with more stars representing better stock. These stars are added up when offering items to adventurers for sale, and only the player with the highest total quality will actually get to sell their stock. Of course, there is a beautifully illustrated picture of the item too, as well as its name, and over on the right hand side is the icon for the company it's from, either Evaldi, Black Forest, Tamlin, or Adventure Mart itself. This doesn't have a huge impact on play, but some cards will give endgame bonuses for having stock from certain companies. Towards the bottom of the card you'll find some text, and if it's set inside a white box, this is an ability which can be activated at specific times during play. If there's no white box, it's flavor text which will give you an insight into the world of Adventure Mart. Finally, in the bottom left is the coin icon, showing how much the card costs to purchase. This number will also contribute to your score at the end of the game when you sell everything off. Next up, the all-important adventurers. These are the customers who players will sell stock to every day, and each one is demanding in their own fashion. Once again, we have an illustration and title in the middle of the card, while in the top left is what type of adventurer they are. In Adventure Mart, there are Ranger, Fighter, and Mage guilds, and some cards will offer endgame bonuses if you sell to these folks. There are other adventurers in the deck, including Thieves, so do keep an eye out for different types. In the top right corner is a money bag icon containing a coin. This is very important, as this is how much money the customer has. No matter how many items you sell to them, they can't give you more than what they've got. Also important is what stock types they're looking for, which is shown by 1 to 3 icons below the money bag. You can't sell something that an adventurer doesn't want, but their wants and desires can change depending on other cards that may come into play. Also remember that if there's more than one certain type of icon, for example the 2 blue magic icons you can see here, the quality of any stock of this type you're selling is automatically doubled. Once again, at the bottom of the card, you'll find either an ability or some flavor text, with the abilities again showing up in the white box. An Adventure Mart store is nothing without its professional staff, so now we'll check out their cards. Again, we have their picture and name in the middle, and their ability text in a white box at the bottom. Each staff member has an ability, so you'll find no flavor text on any of these cards. When adding them to your store or refreshing them at the end of the round, you will need to pay their higher cost, which is here in the bottom left corner. The only other thing to be aware of is that some staff also have this green on-call icon in the top right. If this icon is on a card, it means that you have the option to use the ability the moment you first pay the higher cost. When you activate a staff ability, remember to flip the card over to show that it's been used. We'll also need to equip your store, which is where fixtures come into play. These look and function very much in the same way as staff cards, except that once bought, they refresh automatically at the end of a day, and you don't have to pay for them again. Rather than the orange background you'll see on staff cards, they're green, but everything is pretty much similar, with a buy cost and ability text at the bottom of each card. Again, remember to flip them face down when you use the card's ability. Finally, we have the Daily Bulletin cards. At the beginning of the game, one player should shuffle the whole deck and deal 5 of these face down. One is revealed at the beginning of each round and read out by the player who holds the initiative token. Hank, the Adventure Mart mascot, introduces each event with some flavour text, with the all-important game-changing effect text found at the bottom. These cards should be left face up during the round so all players can refer to them when they need to. Once a round is complete, the current Daily Bulletin should be thrown into the giant discard pile that is the Abyss. And that is it! If you have any questions about these cards, either let us know in the comments on this video or get in touch via Twitter or Board Game Geek. Don't forget, if you want to know more, there's also a full how to play video which you can find on our channel. For now though, thank you for watching.